everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something super exciting, a brand new gacha game that is about to take the mobile gaming world by storm, Black Beacon. If you're a fan of immersive worlds, stunning characters, and some seriously intriguing lore, this game is definitely one to keep an eye on, especially since the game seems to be closely tied to the Bible. In today's video, we are going to break down all the details, the unique characters you'll be able to collect, the deep and mysterious lore that ties everything together, and what kind of experience we can expect from Black Beacon. So, whether you're a die-hard gacha fan or you're just getting started, grab a snack, sit back, and allow me to break it down. Since the beginning of the human race, a mysterious substance has been seen scattered across the world, varying in size, shape, and texture. Sometimes this substance can even change based on the observer and how it's observed. The only common feature is its color, black as the abyss. These oddities are called beacons, and wherever these beacons are found, anomalies follow. The phenomena brought by the beacons are just as rare as miracles and revelations. Ancient humans often regarded the beacons as sacred objects, embedding them into obelisks, sealing them beneath temples, or casting them into stained glass frames. These acts show just how much humans are fascinated with them, as well as fear them. Through the guidance of the beacon, entities called visions are brought into the world. As far as it's anyone's knowledge, visions shouldn't exist. Due to their incomprehensibility, humans can only explain these anomalies by relating them to their own experiences, thus giving rise to numerous myths, legends, and strange tales. The appearance and activity of these anomalies have spanned the entirety of history. Sometimes they are swiftly covered up by secret alliances, leaving only obscure records in historical texts. Other times they cause great disasters and leave unsolved mysteries. However, as technology and time have grown into the modern era, the frequency of anomalies have significantly decreased. The modern era the game speaks of is called the World Era. In the game, you are at a point in history where space travel is known and used, and every inch of the planet's deep blue sea has been discovered and seen. The old world has been mostly forgotten by everyone, but not to the characters that you'll be playing as. One of these forgotten places lost to modernity is called Babel Tower. In mankind's current understanding, within the tower, the Babel Library is an endless labyrinth formed through infinite permutations based on the space within the Babel Tower. It endlessly rearranges human record texts and knowledge to exhaust all possible combinations of words, past histories, ongoing stories, and future prophecies. This is an infinite recursion beyond human logic and beyond the capacity of three-dimensional space. Babel Tower in the game seems to have taken inspiration from the Bible. In the story, a united human race with a single language migrates to Shinar, where they decide to build a city with a tower that could reach the heavens. God confuses the language of the workers, preventing them from understanding each other. And the city was never finished, and the people were scattered across the earth. This theory holds especially true when the text from the Black Beacon's website says, "The library holds everything. It is the sum of all things our languages can express." In the game, this tower was built by a secret alliance called the Eme-an, meaning the voice of the gods. Many of the characters that you play as are a part of this alliance. It was founded by the legendary sage Elish, who discovered the first recorded beacon in human history, which happens to be located within Babel Library. He built Babel Tower around the library, drawing many scholars under his leadership. Elish might also be a call to the Hebrew prophet Elisha. Elisha was a man of strong faith, pursuing God above all else. Because of his devotion to God, he performed more miracles than any other prophet in the Old Testament. He held God's words above all else, which I wonder will be a trait of Elish in the game. The rooms in Babel Library, marked by the librarians over the years during their various explorations, are collectively known as the Known Sector. In contrast, the vast unexplored area is called the Unknown Sector. Compared to the Unknown Sector, the Known Sector is merely a drop in the ocean. The Unknown Sector holds infinite possibilities and is the place every librarian dreams of exploring. In the pursuit of truth, many members of Eme-an willingly set out from a room in the Known Sector, venturing into the endless Unknown Sector, never to return until they have explored the entirety of the library. They form teams known as the Never Returning Teams, embarking on what is known as the Journey of No Return. Now, let's talk about the characters in Eme-an. First is Zero. Zero is a guardian of the Library of Babel, with origins shrouded in mystery. She is taciturn and indifferent to worldly matters, often seen with a golden 8-petal flower tucked behind her ear. The teachings of the cosmos and the Library of Babel hold unparalleled value to her. Next is Nanan. She is a guide and mentor to Eme-an members and is a senior who has watched everyone grow up. Affable and unflappable, she often seems more like the backbone of Eme-an than even their guild leader. Her actual age defies her youthful appearance, and like the ever-changing phases of the moon, she is the most accessible mystery in Eme-an. Next is Samash. He is the guardian enforcer of law, carrying a stone tablet and shackles that even he cannot remove. This reminds me of Moses, who carried a stone tablet that held the 10 Commandments. The shackles might resemble Moses' upbringing, as he was born into slavery in Egypt according to the Bible. Like the blazing sun, wherever Shamash goes, people cannot help but lose the courage to hide secrets from him. His words carry the weight of law, so he usually remains silent. Resolute and decisive, he firmly believes he is the embodiment of law. Next up is Viola. She is a gifted musician from the Cyril musical family. She carries a sealed cursed viola, whose melodies inexplicably bring misfortune. She's usually elegant and intellectual, but sometimes overcome by sadness and melancholy due to her inability to play the viola. Next is Erashan, who may also have ties to Christianity and spirituality. In the game, she is the granddaughter of Cosmos, the former director to the Babel Library. She was once the highly anticipated successor of Cosmos. She's outstanding and diligent, but her fate took a sharp turn when Cosmos personally stripped her of her inheritance rights after Zero's arrival, leading to a significant change in her personality. Embracing her true self, Erashan is now heading towards a new destiny. Erashan's name might be inspired by the Eshan religion. The Eshan religion is a church that claims to represent the true teachings of Christ and the importance of Christ's marriage to Mary Magdalene. The church's mission is to bring back a transcendental, mystical way of being into one's consciousness in order to meet the spiritual needs of people in modern times. Next is Enki, who also shares the name with someone from the Bible. In the game, Enki is the youngest director in the history of Eme-an and is an unparalleled inventor and the younger brother of Ninsar, who we'll get to next. Although he has created many groundbreaking inventions, he finds the admiration of the mundane world incomprehensible. Ever curious and tireless, Enki pursues his goals with steadfast focus. After passing the position of director to his disciple Cosmos, he entered the Library of Babel alongside his sister, declaring that he would never return to the mortal world. Now, Enki in the Bible was the Sumerian god of wisdom, creation, healing, fertility, art, and fresh water. With Enki being a master inventor, I can see how he shares the same name as the god of creation. Lastly, we have Ninsar, who also shares the same name with a deity. In the game, Ninsar is the most outstanding restoration expert in the history of Eme-an and an unparalleled scholar. She is also the elder sister of Enki, as we know. With her extensive knowledge of both ancient and modern mysteries, she finds the affairs of everyday life dull and uninteresting. Ninsar carries herself with calmness and discretion, as nothing in this world can surprise her, except for her younger brother Enki. Together with Enki, she ventured into the Library of Babel, fully prepared to never return to the mortal realm. Ninsar is also the name of another Sumerian goddess, just like Enki. She is the deity of plants and greenery. In Sumerian mythology, Ninsar is Enki's daughter and was known as an excellent cook. Who knows, maybe we can see her cook up some delicious meals in the game. But that's it for today, guys. We've just scratched the surface of the incredible lore behind Black Beacon, but trust me, there's so much more to explore in this universe that I will be covering on as new information surfaces. If you love this deep dive, you might also like my Girls Frontline videos as well. That game has tons of fascinating stories to share. Each character, faction, and event has layers waiting to be uncovered. I even made a 5-minute video explaining what it's about. But don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell button icon so you never miss out on the next chapter of these epic gacha games. See you in the next one, and until then, stay radiant.